Welcome to Heroes Explain, where we explain the heroes that we have created over the years.
So today we're going to be talking about the kings, kingdoms, all the good stuff that we weren't really going too deep into last video, but Mr. Wolf, take it away.
So the first kingdom I will talk about is the Shadow Kingdom, which is where the sword represents the king of it. That's his kingdom.
No judging.
Yeah, okay. So, it's pretty much at the center of all the kingdoms. That's why he planned it that way, so he would be above all other kingdoms. And so, he pretty much just terrorizes most of the kingdoms. And evil, he got his powers when he was born, but he didn't really unlock them until he got older and stuff. And then pretty much became evil. And then the other kingdom I'm going to talk about is the Woodland Elf Kingdom. It's a bunch of elves pretty much that live in this giant forest, and it's pretty much a bunch of warriors. They're trained. You got two roles when you're born. They wait and then they'll pick whether you're going to be a soldier or whether you're going to be like a normal goer and like construction and stuff like that. And so, yeah, the king is a fair king, pretty good, doesn't try to pick fights with people, He's just trying to keep his people safe, and, the future is what he's pretty much thinking about. The other kingdom is another evil person, whose name is Dark Brimstone, and he pretty much owns his own kingdom made out of a super strong substance, which is a rock, kind of.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's with the glove.
The glove controls it, and this person grew up using the glove and, creating his own kingdom. He has many of, like, rock people that kind of do his bidding and stuff, He has a few people that live with him, but not much, because he's kind of an evil guy, so, And then the other kingdom is a slightly destroyed kingdom. Used to be a great kingdom, but was destroyed by an evil warlord, which is now the king of that kingdom. His name is Fight Me, and he's pretty much like super powerful, but he pretty much realized after destroying most of the kingdom that he could be a force of good. So he fights when his castle needs him, but other than that, pretty much he stays in a rock statue, and so nobody thinks that there's guards or anything, and when they come to attack, he pretty much takes them all out. And is that all the kingdoms I'm thinking? No, that's not around yet.
Okay, so I'm going to be going... What's going on with the audio? Okay, so it's just glitching out on the computer. But, so I have a fire kingdom that is around. They're ruling underneath the dark shadow guy. They're pretty much like, he's keeping them all in check while they just get to, beat up random people, steal, plunder, pretty much average king stuff. King's a guy who can manipulate fire, hence the Fire Kingdom. He has a really powerful staff that's going to come more into play as we continue going down. But then, other than the Fire Kingdom, I know I have another kingdom. I know. No, that's not a kingdom yet. So, yeah, some things that's going to be coming up is there's this prison that's going to become a kingdom. That's what he was just referencing. But, oh yeah, there is a Snow Kingdom, and the prince lost his family due to frostbite. I just made that up on the spot. Hashtag pressure. But no, the kingdom I completely had. But yeah, it's a prince, and he's ruling in the complete tundra of winterness. But yeah, those are the kingdoms I have up and running in this current time.
Okay. I did forget one, but I do have one more. It is a kingdom built on pretty much greed and, like, they have this giant gladiatory arena, which will come more into play, but the king is pretty much, like, will take random people out of other kingdoms and make them fight for enjoyment, and it's not the richest kingdom out of them all, but the king's, like, pretty much just greedy and stuff.
Yeah, so Jammers and Mr. Wolf's kingdoms are all mixed together. Their dimension is like intertwined, but my dimension is not. So, in what I'm going to be touching on when we're talking about our kingdoms and stuff, I'm going to be talking about so far the two major kingdoms at the beginning era, whatever. Yeah, well, Gilgamesh wasn't made. No, the name of the kingdom with the silver knight in it is Gilgamesh. Yeah. But that I'm touching before Gilgamesh is founded, because there's a huge thing, whatever. So the two major kingdoms is the Kingdom of Babel and some other kingdom. I still haven't really made up a name, but in this kingdom that I still haven't made up a name for has kind of a complicated story. I'll get into it, but pretty much it's the birthplace of one of my most powerful villains of all time that I kind of based off of Mr. Wolf's Fight Me character. So he's like on the same level set and whatever. And when you hear more about Fight Me, you kind of will realize how powerful the other dude I made up, whose name is Cog, really is and stuff. But yeah, this is just gonna be about those kingdoms that we kind of lightly touched on. So next video we'll be just straight up doing all of the lore on one of each of the kingdoms that they mentioned, and then I'll just pretty much be unfolding my backstory and stuff. Yeah, so this won't be a very long episode.
No, it will not.
No. But we will try to get the next one out next month is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, because we said at least 2 times a month, and this is the second video
one,
of this month. No, wait, this is a new month.
So never mind. We will post later this month, probably.
Maybe.
It depends if our lives
I'll
not
try to
busy.
push us to do that, but I don't know if that.
No, we could talk over each other.
Yeah, true. But there is something I'm gonna task myself with. If you count how many in with the first 2 episodes, I don't know. We might shout out you, and it's my duty to go through each episode and listen for all the uhs in that. But I don't know. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And if you notice that Mr. Wolf was saying, a lot, that was like just amazing.
I didn't plan that. It's just I'm so used to talking to people who know about these characters.
They don't know. That's why we made this channel.
I know. I'm so used to talking to somebody like, that character, that backstory or whatever, but you guys don't know.
Well, yeah. Well, Bub's out.
Farewell, my freaky followers.
And you'll never be lonely at Farmers Only.